Shalom, 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 Israel. Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakatham to the brothers. Yahushua Alathan Ba'ashem Yahushua to the sisters. Salakia, for 1 second, if I could, just check the feed, make sure we got, I'm saying, clear audio and visual. We're going to be able to. Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakatham to the brothers. Oh, sign Christ, we good to go. And let's clap it up, man. Get a most high hand. Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the commanding general YAHANNA. Understand? Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth about the Bible, man. The truth that God doesn't love everybody, the truth that Christ was a black man, and the truth that Christ came and lived and died for his people, you know what I'm saying, which are the Israelites, man. God only loves Israelites. All the things that I just said are in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Your Christian pastor doesn't teach you what's in the Bible. But that's the difference between us and your Christian pastor. That's the difference between the I.S.U.P.K and Christianity. You know what I'm saying? We give the truth. You know what I'm saying? Today is Saturday, man. It's the 7th day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Which means it is the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? This is right now what you're watching is the I.S.U.P.K Houston, Galveston, Port Arthur and Beaumont, and Deep East Texas. You know what I'm saying? The greater area of Houston, all of these zones, Saturday Sabbath service or Shabbat service. Shabbat is Sabbath in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? In the Sabbath service, we do what just what we were commanded to do by the Most High. We remember this day and keep it holy. You know what I'm saying? The Christian pastor, once again, Christianity, they teach you that the Sabbath, the day to rejoice and dance and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, is Sunday. They teach you that the Sabbath is Sunday. The 7th day of the week is not Sunday. The 7th day of the week is Saturday. Sunday is the 1st day of the week. Part of the reason why we confuse is because the oppressor, who is Esau, you know what I'm saying, the white man who is the devil the Bible speaks of, you know what I'm saying, he gave us, you know what I'm saying, the names of these days after his gods. So, you know what I'm saying, there's a little bit of confusion with this Gregorian calendar and this week setup. But, you know what I'm saying, once again, the I.S.U.P.K is here to clear everybody of the confusion. Saturday is the 7th day of the week. Sunday is the 1st day of the week. Saturday is the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? We remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. In the I.S.U.P.K, we have this ceremony, you know what I'm saying, it's a Shabbat service, you know what I'm saying, where it's a high holy day, you know what I'm saying, it's a holy convocation. You know what I'm saying? We have this ceremonial process. We got our frankincense and myrrh, we got our wine, we got our showbread, you know what I'm saying, we got the scrolls, we blow the horn. You know, this service goes back. This is an ancient custom, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we do in the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I'm saying? Not only do we teach the truth, but we bring us back to our culture. So, you know what I'm saying, without any further ado, we're gonna get into the service. If you're new to this service, what this service is, it consists of us reading our scriptures. You know what I'm saying? 1611 King James Bible. You know what I'm saying? We read the scriptures in our native language, which is the Hebrew, and then we read it in the English, and then we give a breakdown of what we read, man. You know what I'm saying? That if that's not, you know what I'm saying, if that's not remembering the if that's not, you know what I'm saying, keeping true to our culture, I don't know what it is, man. Yeah, so without any further ado, it's gonna just be me for the beginning of the service. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on my brother to finish doing what he's doing, and then he's gonna join us. So without any further ado, I madium, which means to stand. Yabakan, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala. Yaha Bashim Yahashab Ragatham. La Yashala. All right. So now I'm gonna say Wapanya Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We're gonna turn and face east, and we're gonna get into the prayers. So Sar, which means to turn, get into the prayers. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Wadash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, BLACKWATCH, Taba'ah, Ratazaika, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Natan Lanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawathi Nawa, Wala'ah, Tabayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Wahata Parath, Lawalamium, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakach, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Babakashah, Nathan Lanau, Hakach, Hakach, Larapa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakach, Latahar, Ha Matzarayim, Hakach, Lahakwayam, Hamathiam, Hakach, Arakawath, Hatam Ma'alah, Lagarashan, Bahashim Yahweh the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Saparium, Barak, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharium, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izariah, Izariah, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Yanawam, Shamaraka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamaraka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakayaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamaraka,
Makal Rai, Yashamar, Afna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamar Tazaafka, Wabawa Aka, Ma'aita, Wa'id Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yashala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Now we're getting into Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, all Damiyalaka, all Takarash, wa all Tashakwat, all Kaya, Hana, Awayabika, Yahama Yawan, wa Mashanayaka, Sha'awa, Ra'ash, all Amika, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawad, Wayata Ya'ai Tazawa, all Tazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanakak Yadam, Magoya, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Awad, Kaya, Nawa'ai Tazawa, Lab, Yachadwa, Al Yakub, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Ahoya, Arawam, Wayashamai Aliyam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashath, Amyashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasyasa Ra'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Kwayashawan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Arma, Sayatamwa, Nadiamawa, Ka Irab, Wakaza Abba, Wakaza Bak, Wakat Zamanai, Ka Nasiakamwa, Ashar, Amarawa, Nayarasha, La Nawa, Af, Na'awath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, La Panya, Wakwa, Ka'ash, Taba'ira, Ya'ira, Wakala Talahat, Harium, Khan, Taradabma, Basa Irika, Basa Wapafka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Id, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, All Yawan, All Kaharataza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yashala may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kaisan, which perished at Endor. they became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Areb and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes as Zabah and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the power in possession. O my power, make them like the wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, Sar, which means turn and face the front. Yeshabi. Take my time with this. I don't want to mess it up. All right. Now we can be seated. Let's get a most high hand for them prayers, man. Like my Ottawa says, when you start feeling that sweat come about, you know you're doing it right, man. You know the spirit of the Lord is, you know what I'm saying, around you and within you. All right, so real quick, you know what I'm saying, like we say every week, man. Those prayers are very beautiful, man, because those prayers really, like, it's what we teach in the ISUPK. They call us a hate group. You know what I'm saying? They call us people racist. They call us, you know what I'm saying, people that are just unfriendly and too stern and just pretty much they say we heretics. You know what I'm saying? But what we just read is our pretty much our views, man. What how we feel, and what we read was what King David wrote. You know what I'm saying? King David felt the same way we feel, that we in hell right now, and we need and we're trying and the a special select of us are trying to repent and teach everybody else to repent and do the right thing, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, so that we can get out of this hell, man. Also, that we have enemies. That's why we're in this hell, because we're under our enemy's foot. Our enemy's knees are on our neck, and we praying to the Most High. We asking them, Salaki, we saying, please, Lord, you know what I'm saying? I know you see me and my people and my family doing the right thing, and we trying to teach other people to do the right thing, but can you please, you know what I'm saying, get us out of this hell, man. Get us away from our enemies who are unaliving us in these streets, and you know what I'm saying, and torturing us. You know what I'm saying, mentally, spiritually, and physically. I don't even want to get into the physically, because you know what I'm saying, it's a little bit too gruesome even for my stomach. You know what I'm saying? What we're finding out was done to Nolan Wales. You know what I'm saying? Organs removed. Just thinking about that type of stuff is skin crawling, man. But that's the type of enemy that has his foot on our necks. You know what I'm saying? That's who's in charge of this nation. You know, people that go to a specific island and eat babies. That's who's running the show. You know, so we pray to the Most High every week to get us from under these people's knees. But yeah, man. But you know what I'm saying, they still say just because we don't have the same views as Martin Luther King, saying you know what I'm saying, well, I want white babies and black babies to hold hands under the sun. You know what I'm saying? We're being visualized as bad guys. Well, if we're bad guys, King David was a bad guy. If we're bad guys, Christ was a bad guy. But hell, they said Christ even said himself. You know what I'm saying? They hate me. They hated me before they hated you. I'm saying that's what Christ said. They hated Christ before they hated us. So it's really nothing new under the sun. I guess I'm just what am I venting? Yeah, we got to get into the service, man. In the service, we read the Hebrew. We use the Bible Hub app. Hold on, I just got a message. Like it.
Salakia. Okay. Yeah, Salakia. Yeah, in the service we read the Hebrew, and how we read the Hebrew is the Bible Hub app. You could download the Bible Hub app at the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. It's called Bible Hub. When you download it, it's a little blue icon with the red circle and a cross. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, a cross in it. You click it, then you click Bible, and then you'll see the Bible populate with a couple rows on the top, or yeah, rows. And then you look at the one of the bottom row of the bottommost row on the top and go all the way to the right, and you'll see an abbreviation that says INT. You click that INT, and then you'll see the Bible that populated go to the Greek or the Hebrew, which is in the Old Testament. So all you gotta do is go to the very top row, go to your book, chapter, and verse. Right now we are starting at we left off at Deuteronomy 12 and 4. So you go to Deuteronomy, and then you go to the chapter and verse. You click the 1 and 1. First, you're gonna have to go to 12, and then you click 12, and then you go back to it. You click the verse, 12 and 4, and then you'll see the Hebrew populate, man. The Hebrew is the black, those little symbols that look like alien language. That's the language that we spoke when we were free people, if you will. You know what I'm saying? That's our native tongue. That is the Lashon Kodash. We read the black from right to left, and we don't read the blue. The blue is Yiddish. The blue is what you get when your oppressor tries to steal your culture. The red at the bottom is just the English, you know what I'm saying, what the word means in English. So we're gonna begin. Salakia. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 4 in the Hebrew. La'ah, the Aishawan, Khan, La Yahweh, Alahayakum. Verse 5, Kaya, All, Hamakuam, Ashar, Yabachar, Yahweh, Alahayakum, Makal, Shabbat Yakum, La Shawam, Af, Shamwa, Sham, La Shakanwa, Tharashwa, Wa Ba'ath, Shema. Verse 6, Waha Ba'atham, Shema. I, Slakia, Ilathiakum, was a Bakiakum, Wa'ath, Ma'aisharathiakum, Wa'ath, Tharawamath, Yadkum, Wanad, Wanad Slakia, Wanadariakum, Wanadabathyakum, Wabakar, Slakia, Wabakarath, Bakwarkum, Wataza Anakum, Slakia. Yeah, that's correct. Wataza Anakum. Verse 7. Wa Akalathum, Sham, La Panya, Yahweh, Alahayakum, Shamak wa Shamaktham Bakal Mashalak Yadkam Atham Wabathkam. It's like Wabathyakam Ashar Barakka Yahweh Alahayaka. Verse 8. La'ah the Aishawan Kakal Ashar Anaknawa Aishayam Pa Hayawam Ayash Kal Ha Yashar Ba Ayanyaka Slakia Ba Ayanyawa. Verse 9. Kaya La'a Ba Atham Id Itha Al Ha Manawakha Slakia Ha Manwakha Slakia Ha Manwakha Wa'al Ha Nakhala Ashar Yahweh Alhayaka Nathan Laka. Verse 10. Wa Ibaratham Off Ha Yaradan Wa Yashab Slakia Wa Yashabatham Ba'aratza Ashar Yahweh Alahayakam Ma Nachayal Afkam Wa Hanayach Lakam Makal Ayab Yakam Ma Slaki Ma Sabayab Wa Yashab Slaki Wa Yashabatham Batak. Verse 11. Wa Haya Ha Makuam Ashar Yabachar Yahweh Alahayakam Bawa La Shakan Shamwa Sham Shema Thabaya Awa Ath Kal Ashar Anakia Matazawa Athkam I Walath Yakam was a Bak Yakam Ma Aishar Slakia Ma Aisharath Yakam Wa Theramath Yakam Wakal Ma Bakar Na Dariakam Slakia Nadariakam Ashar Thadarwa La Yahweh. All right, now we're going to get into the English. So if you're new to the Sabbath service, what we do is we read seven in the Hebrew, seven in the English, the same seven in the English, and then we do that 7 times. So we pretty much cover 49 scriptures. You know what I'm saying? 49 scriptures in the Hebrew and the English with breakdowns, if you will. We don't normally take questions in the Sabbath service, or at least I don't. I like to pretty much stick to the lesson. But if you have any questions, if you're new and you have any questions about what's going on, ask in the chat. We'll get to them at the end of service. Already. So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 4. Ye shall not do so unto the Lord your God. So pretty much I'm gonna give a little context of where we started just so we know. I'm gonna read one verse above. It's gonna let us know exactly where we were. Pretty much in Deuteronomy, I'll give the breakdown, but I'm gonna start above so we know where we at. Verse 3: And ye shall overthrow their altars and break their pillars and burn their groves with fire, and ye shall hone down the graven image of their gods and destroy the name of them out of that place. Ye shall not do so unto the Lord your God. That's verse 4. But unto the place which the Lord your God shall choose out of your tribes to put his name there, even unto his habitation shall ye seek, and thither thou shalt come. Verse 6. And thither ye shall bring your burnt offerings, and your sacrifices, and your tithes, and heave offerings of your hand, and your vows, and your free will offerings, and the firstlings of your herds and of your flocks. And there ye shall be verse 7. And there ye shall eat before the Lord your God, and ye shall rejoice in all that ye put your hand unto, ye and your households, wherein the Lord thy God hath blessed thee. Verse 8. Ye shall not do after all the things that we do here this day. Every man whatsoever is right in his own eyes. Verse 9. Let me read verse 8 again. Verse 8. Ye shall not do after all the things that we do here this day. Every man whatsoever is right in his own eyes. Verse 9. For ye are not as yet come to the rest and to the inheritance which the Lord your God giveth you. Verse 10. But when ye go over Jordan and dwell in the land which the Lord your God giveth you to inherit, and when he giveth you rest from all your enemies round about, so that ye dwell in safety. Verse 11. Then there shall be a place which the Lord your God shall choose to call his name, to dwell there. Thither shall ye bring all that I command you, your burnt offerings, and your sacrifices, and your tithes, and the heave offering of your hand, and all your choice vows which vow unto the Lord. It's like which ye vow unto the Lord. Already. So what we're reading about is what we see here is the Lord saying, you know what I'm saying, through Moses that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna go to the promised land, you're gonna go across the river Jordan, you're gonna take the land from the people that I told you to take it from. You're gonna make that land your land, and then there you'll have the land of rest. And while you're there, you know what I'm saying, do the law, statutes, the commandments, keep the laws that I give you. You said do everything that I told Moses to teach you. You know what I'm saying? Keep these laws. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, this is pretty much saying, don't forget to look to do everything that I told you when you go to the land that I'm giving you. Because right now, you're in a form. I want to say hell, but I'm not gonna say hell. I'm gonna just say they're in a form of hardship. You know what I'm saying? The wilderness was a hardship. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much crossing the desert You know what I'm saying? On the move every night, on the move all the time. You know what I'm saying? Not every night, but pretty much just in a moving caravan, pretty much for the majority of the month, every month. I think it was 40 days or 40 nights, so it wasn't even a whole month. It was just nights. 40 years. I'm slipping. I think it was 40 years, so it was every month. For the majority of every month, you just on the move. You know what I'm saying? Day and day, nighttime you moving, daytime you pitch tents, you resting, nighttime you moving. And this is everybody: the elderly, the kids, the women, and the able-bodied men. We all moving, and we got to stay sharp. Watch out for enemies. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much very grievous, this march in the wilderness, but it's coming to an end. The Lord is finally going to give us rest when we cross the river. But you know what I'm saying, we can't just forget everything that we've learned from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We can't forget to give the Lord his love. And that's what Deuteronomy pretty much is, man. Deuteronomy is pretty much saying, you know what I'm saying, it's giving you the it's giving you the either the consequences for not remembering what the Lord taught you and what the Lord told you that you should be doing, either the consequences for not doing it or the rewards for doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Deuteronomy is. It's revealing that either you're going to be rewarded greatly for listening to the God that got you out of that hell, or you're going to be punished severely for disobeying the God that got you out of that hell. That's all Deuteronomy is reminding us of that. And Moses is doing that before, you know what I'm saying, he has to be left behind. We already read that Aaron had passed away. You know what I'm saying? Aaron was forced to stay somewhere, and then you know what I'm saying, give up the ghost. You know what I'm saying? And Moses is gonna not be able to make the promised land either. Con. So pretty much, yeah, man. So, and that goes to show, you know what I'm saying, that how no matter how good this goes to my brothers in the truth too. You know what I'm saying? No matter how good you think you're doing, you know what I'm saying, your crown and your spot in the kingdom of heaven and your seat on that chariot is not promised to you. You know what I'm saying? So the most like you have to endure to the end. You have to keep you no matter who you are, you know what I'm saying, no matter what your rank is, you have not solidified your seat on that chariot. You know what I'm saying? You have to endure to the end. You have to be a brother every day. You have to, you know what I'm saying, sacrifice every day. You have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments every day. You have to love the God, the Most High God, more than your wife, more than your mother, more than your kids. You have to love the Most High every day until the end, and then that's when it finally comes time to judge you. You'll see if the Most High God has a seat on that chariot for you. Because Moses didn't have Moses, you know what I'm saying? The law, statutes, and commandments that we follow are what? The law of Moses. You know what I'm saying? And Moses himself didn't have the seat on the chariot. Moses didn't endure to the end. It's sad to say. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? You gotta endure to the end. So we're gonna get back into the Hebrew. We're gonna do 7 more, and then we're gonna go back to the English. I'm trying to get, I think that Frankie is good. Salakia, let me just all right. So now we have verse 12. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 12 in the Hebrew. Wa shamachtham la panya Yahweh Allahayakam Atham wa banyakam wa banathyakum wa ibadyakum wa ama slakia. Wa Amahathyakum. Wa Wahalaya Ashar. Basha'ir Yakum. Kaya Ayan Lawa Halak Wa Wanakhala. I've come. Verse 13. Ha Shamad Laka Pan Tha Ilah Ilathika Bakal Makwam Ashar Thara'a. Verse 14. Kaya Am Bamakwam Ashar Yabakar Yahweh Ba'akad Shabbat Yika Sham Tha Ilah Ilathika Washam Tha Aisha Kal Ashar Anakia Mataza Waka. Verse 15. Rock or Raka Salakia Bakal Awath Napashka Sazabak Wa Akalaf Bashar Bakarak Salaki Ka Barak Salakia Ka Barakath Yahweh Alhayaka Ashar Nathan Laka Bakal Sha'irika Ha Tama'a Wa Ha Tahawa Salaki Waha Tahawar Salaki Waha Tahawar Ya Akalnawa Ka Tazabaya Waka Ayal. Verse 16. Raka Hadam La'a Tha Akalwa Ayal Ha Arataza Tha Shapakanawa Slakia Tha Shapaknawa Kamayam. Verse 17. La'a Tha Wakal La Akal Basha Irayaka Ma Aishar Daganka Wa Thayarshaka Waya Taza Slaki Waya Tazaharka Wa Bakarath Bakwarka Wataza'anka, Wakal, Nadaryaka, Ashar, Sadar, Nadara Bathyaka. Slaki, that's Nadara Bathyaka. No, it's Slaki, I misread that. That's Wanad Bathyaka. Wanad Bathyaka. Cons. Wathar, Slakia, Watha Rawamath, Yadka. Verse 18. Kaya, Am, Lapanya, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Tha Akalnawa, Bama Kwam, Ashar, Yabachar, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Bawa, Atha, Wabanka, Wabathka, Wa I Wa Ibadka, what's like Wa Ibadka, Wa Amathka, Wa Wahal what's like what ha lawaya Wahal lawaya Ashar Bashairaka Bashairaka Slaki Washam Washamhath Washamahath Slaki Washamahath Lapanya Yahweh Alahayaka Bakal Mashalak Yadka. Verse 19. Hashamar Laka Pan Sa'izab Ath Ha Lawya Call Yum Yaka Io Adamathka. Alrighty. Now we're gonna get back to the English. So that was 12 and 12, or 12 and 12 and 11. So I think I didn't read 12. It's like it. So we're just gonna read. We're gonna read in the English. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 11. Then there shall be a place which the Lord your God shall choose to cause his name to dwell there. Thither shall ye bring all that I command you, your burnt offerings and your sacrifices, your tithes, and the heave offering of your hand, and all your choice vows which ye vow unto the Lord. Well, that's right. We read that. We did start at 12. Salakia. Verse 12. And ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God, ye and your sons and your daughters and your men servants and your maid servants and the Levite that is within your gates, for as much as he hath no part nor inheritance with you. Verse 13. Take heed to thyself that thou offer not thy burnt offerings in every place that thou seest. Verse 14. But in the place which the Lord shall choose in one of thy tribes, there thou shalt offer thy burnt offerings, and there thou shalt do all that I command thee. Verse 15. Notwithstanding, thou mayest kill and eat flesh in all thy gates, whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God, which he hath given thee. The unclean and the clean may eat thereof, as the roebuck and as the of the hart. Verse 16. So I kind of want to break that down. I know we break down after 7, but I kind of want to break that down just in case I don't get back to it. You know what I'm saying? And while we're here, verse 15, that particular part that says we have to know that it's speaking the way it's speaking it here. There's a pause and then another thought after the pause. So it says, thou mayest kill and eat flesh in thy gates, whatsoever thy lust is after, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God, which he hath given thee. And then pause, and then the next thought is, the unclean and the clean may eat thereof, as the roebuck and as of the hart. So that's pretty much saying your farm animals can eat too. Not you eat unclean and you eat the unclean and you eat the clean. It's not saying you eat whatever you lusted after, whether it be clean or unclean. It's saying you eat whatever you lusted after within those what the God said that the Lord gave you. You know what I'm saying? The dietary laws of Leviticus 11, and then your livestock and your farm animals can eat in this heaven that we're talking about too. They'll be able to eat too. The roebuck will be able to eat, and the hart. You know what I'm saying? I believe the roebuck is a deer, and the hart I believe is like a little. I don't want to speculate. I don't know what the hart is. But that's what this verse is saying. It's saying your animals will be able to eat too. Not you eat unclean and unclean animals. Your unclean and clean animals will be able to eat. All right, let me continue. So like verse 16. Only ye shall not eat the blood. Ye shall pour it upon the earth as water. Verse 17. Thou mayest not eat within thy gates the tithe of thy corn, or of thy wine, or of thy oil, or the firstlings of the herds, or of thy flock, nor any of thy vows which thou vowest, nor thy free offerings, or heave offerings of the land. Verse 18. But thou must eat them before the Lord thy God in the place which the Lord thy God shall choose, thou and thy son, and thy daughter, and thy manservant, and thy maidservant, and the Levite that is within thy gates, and thou shalt rejoice before the Lord thy God, and all thou puttest thine hands unto. Verse 19. Take heed to thyself that thou forsake not the Levite as long as thou liveth upon the earth. Already. So what it's talking about more is, you know what I'm saying, how great it's gonna be in this form of heaven. You know what I'm saying? When we dwelling in the land that the Lord gave us, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a land where we'll have bountiful resources. You know what I'm saying? We'll have crops, livestock, you know what I'm saying, probably fresh water, most like definitely fresh water. You know what I'm saying? Milk, honey, all type of juices, berries and juices. We got everything, and we got and even our animals will be able to eat. And they're saying, you know what I'm saying, our sons and our daughters are gonna be able to eat. You know what I'm saying? Our servants are gonna be able to eat. Say if we got somebody working for us, you know what I'm saying, living in our gates, they're gonna be able to eat. You know what I'm saying? The Levite that's there to give us counsel when we need and do our sacrifices when we need. You know, there he's pretty much our he's it's like he's a priest looking after us, like he's watching over our souls in our zone, just like today in the I.S.U.P.K. So we got the priest in our zones watching after us. You know what I'm saying? Because the Levites were the dedicated priests for each tribe area. You know what I'm saying? For each area. But now I'm saying the word zone. I'm saying he gonna be able to eat because he don't have his own tribe area. The priests, the Levites, they're scattered throughout all of the tribes, but they were the designated priests. So that's why it says in 19, take heed to thyself that thou forsake not the Levite as long as thou livest upon the earth. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, you know what I'm saying? Don't think that, you know, just because they get tithes and they they it may appear that they not really working for their life for their livelihood, but they are. You know what I'm saying? They might not be, you know what I'm saying, doing farm work or whittling wood or blacksmithing or something like that, but they're working hard. They're busting their behind, and you know what I'm saying. Take care of them because they're your brother. Don't forget them. You know what I'm saying. They in your zone. They ain't forget you. It's their job. It's their duty. It's their lifelong duty to make sure you're straight and your spirit is straight and your soul is good. You're gonna be okay with in the eyes of the Lord. That's their job. So yeah, would it really hurt you that much to make sure that they got some food or some wine? Give them a priest fund every now and then. Take care of them. Show them some brotherhood. Yeah, man. That's what it's supposed to look like in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know what I'm saying? And the laws are being kept. There's nothing but brotherhood amongst us. The laws are being kept. There's no type of wickedness about. You know what I'm saying? There's no confusion. You know what I'm saying? There's no wickedness because of confusion. You know what I'm saying? We don't have our own brothers unaliving our brothers because of gang colors. You know what I'm saying? We don't have our sisters, you know what I'm saying, dancing naked and giving their bodies for money because of light bills or student loans or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We don't have people, you know what I'm saying, giving up their manhood for money. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Saucy Santana? You know what I'm saying? We're our manhood isn't taken for us, and then the industry doesn't confuse us into thinking into being proud of it. You know what I'm saying? We're not. I hate using this word, especially on a public platform, but we're not we're not turned out, and then you know what I'm saying, we're not graped. You know, we're not sexually abused by our family member at a young age, and then turned out, and then grow up to be proud of it because it's making you some type of money. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna live in a land of confusion and wickedness. Our babies are definitely not gonna be aborted anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a liquor store on every corner and a Christian church on right next to that. We're gonna be in a land of heaven, man, a land of prosperity. But we have to keep the law. You know what I'm saying? We have to remember though. We have to love the Lord. That's all we gotta do is love the Lord, man. If we love the Lord, we're gonna keep the law. And if we do that, we'll get the blessings. That's really all it is. But you know what I'm saying? Your Christian pastor doesn't teach you to love the Lord. Your Christian pastor teaches you that it's okay to love yourself and the Lord is gonna love you too. That's what your Christian pastor teaches you to lust to go after your lusts, to feed your flesh. If you want to sleep with that woman or that man, sleep with them. If you want to eat whatever that is, eat it. If you want to use whatever that drug is, then use it. All you gotta do is confess that you love the Lord, and you'll be straight. No, that's not the truth, man. That's why we in the hell we in now. That's why we serving gods that we don't know. That's why we scattered across the four corners. But I'm gonna go back into the Hebrew. We left off at 20. So now we at Deuteronomy 12 and 20. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 20 in the Hebrew. Kaya. Yerachab. Slaki. Slaki. That's Yarakyab. Yahweh. Alahayaka. Ath. Gabawalka. Ka Ashar. Dabar. Laka. Wa Amarath. Akala. Bashar. Kaya. Tha Awa. Napashka. La Akal. Bashar. Bakal. Awath. Napashka. Tha Akal. Bashar. Verse 21. Kaya. Iraq. Slaki. Iraqqua. Ma Maka. Ha Makwam. Ashar. Yabachar. Yahweh. Alahayaka. La Shawam. Shamwa. Sham. Was a bak. Slakia. Was a bakath. Maba. Slakia. Ma bakwarkam. Slakia. Ma bakwarka. Wa ma taza anka. Ashar. Nathan. Yahweh. Laka. Ka Ashar. Taza Wayathka. Wa Akalath. Ba Sha'ayrika. Bakal. Awath. Napashka. Verse 22. Aka. Ka Ashar. Ya Akal. Ath. Ha Tazabaya. Wa'ath. Ha Ayal. Khan. Tha Akal Noah. Ha Tama'a. Waha Tahawar. Slaki. Waha Tahawar. Yahadwa. Ya Akal Noah. Verse 23. Rokwa. Hazakwa. La Balathia. Akal. Hadam. Kaya. Hadam. Hawa'a. Ha Napash. Wala'a. Tha Akal. Ha Napash. I'm. Ha Bashar. Verse 24. La'a. Tha Akal Noah. Io. Ha Arathazah. Tha Shapak Noah. Kamayam. Verse 25. La'a. Tha Akal Noah. La Ma'ain. Ya Yatab. Laka. Wa Labanyaka. Acharyaka. Kaya. The Aisha. Ha Yashar, Ba'ayanya, Yahweh. Verse 26. Rakwa, Podashika, Ashar, Yahayawa, Laka, Wanadaryaka, Tasha'a, Waba'ath, Al, Hamakuam, Ashar, Yabachar, Yahweh. Verse 27. Wa Aishayath, I love Thayaka, Slakia, I Lathyaka, Ha Bashar, Wahad, Wahadam, Slakia, Wahadam, Ayel, Mazabach, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Wadam, Zabakyaka, Yashap, Yashapka, Ayel, Mazabach, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Waha Bashar, Tha'akal. Already, back to the English. I think we were at 20. Yeah, we were at verse 20. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 20. When the Lord thy God shall enlarge Salakia, Israel. Give me 1 second. Oh, never mind, no sweat. Verse 20. When the Lord thy God shall enlarge thy border as he hath promised thee, and thou shalt say, I will eat flesh, because thy soul longeth to eat flesh. Thou mayest eat flesh whatsoever thy soul lusteth after. Ooh-wee. Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? My brother just got here. Most High in Christ, my Ottawa.
Most High in Christ. Salaki, everybody, man. One thing we do know is that the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
But I ain't gonna hold you. Keep going, man. Where we at right now?
We at Deuteronomy 12 and 20.
All right.
I believe this is the next one is the third set of 7. The next one after this.
All right.
So from the top, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 20.
Go back to the one you was just at.
Kanawakan. When the Lord thy God shall enlarge thy border, as he hath promised thee, and thou shalt say, I will eat flesh, because thy soul longeth to eat flesh, thou mayest eat flesh, whatsoever thy soul lusteth after. Verse 21. If the place which the Lord thy God hath chosen to put his name there be too far from thee, then thou shalt kill off thy herd of thy flock, which the Lord hath given thee, as I have commanded thee, and thou shalt eat it in thy gates, whatsoever thy soul lusteth after. Verse 22. Even as the roebuck and the hart is eaten, so thou shalt eat them. The unclean and the clean shall eat of them alike. Verse 23. Only be sure that thou eat not the blood, for the blood is the life, and thou mayest not eat the life with the flesh. Verse 24. Thou shalt not eat it. Thou shalt pour it upon the earth as water. Verse 25. Thou shalt not eat it, that it may go well with thee, and with thy children after thee, when thou shalt do that which is right in the sight of the Lord. Verse 26. Only the holy things which thou hast and thy vows thou shalt take, and go unto the place which the Lord shall choose. Verse 27. And thou shalt offer thy burnt offerings, the flesh and the blood, upon the altar of the Lord thy God, and the blood of thy sacrifices shall be poured upon the altar of the Lord thy God, and thou shalt eat the flesh.
Kind. So like it.
Good, sir.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to kind of. I mean, I hope I'm not speculating, but I'm just saying it appears to be somewhat spiritual that the Most High God said the blood of the animal, even the clean animal, is the life of the animal, and you got to pour it on the earth as water,
Right.
because the Most High God instructed us to use that blood and sprinkle it about the altar
Right.
in one of our ceremonies.
Right.
So I just saw that connection of the blood being somewhat spiritual to the Most High.
Yeah. Like that's the reason why Esau was such an evil Cretan. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't care. He don't care if the blood all the way up out of there. Yeah, he just wanna eat. You know what I'm saying? The food right before it even get. You know what I'm saying? Before it even get cooked all the way, he want to eat it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just further proof. Plus, to add to your point, you know, anything the Most High God give us instruction on is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, pouring the blood around the altar, and like it's kind of cool. You seen the connection. You know what I'm saying? Because pouring the blood around the altar of the clean, because you don't pour blood of unclean animals around the altar. You pour blood of clean animals around the altar. You burn clean animals on the altar. You know what I'm saying? All these different things. The Lord is getting the fragrance of all these different things, from the spiritual to the actual fragrance. You know what I'm saying? So
Essence.
the essence of the entire essence. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Just get back to it.
We going to the Hebrew now.
Yeah, that's cool. Deuteronomy number 28.
Sir. All
right, 12 to 28.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 28 in the Hebrew. Shamar was Shemitha. Ath, Call, Ha Debarium, Ha Allah, Ashar, Anakia, Matazawak, it's like Matazawaka, La Ma'ain, Ya Yatab, Laka, Wa La Labanyaka, Akaryaka, Id, Iwalam, Kaya, the Aisha, Ha Tawab, Wa Ha Yashar, Ba'ayanya, Yahweh, Alahayaka. Verse 29. Kaya, Yakarya, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Ath, Ha, Slakia, Ha Gawayam, Ashar, Atha, Ba'a, Shema, Larashath, Awatham, Mapanyaka, Wa Yarash, Wa Yarashath, Atham, Wa Shabath. Ba Aratazam. It's like Ba Aratazam. Verse 30. Ha Shamar. Laka. Pan. The Nakwash. Akaryaham. Akarya. Ha Shamadam. Ma Panyaka. Lapan.
Weapon.
It's like a Wapan.
Not a rush.
Tadarash. What? Tadarash. La Alaha Yaham. La Alahayaham. La Amar. Ayaka. Ya Ibadwa. Ha Gawayam. Ha Allah. Ath. Alahayaham. Salaki. Alahayaham. Wa uh wa Aisha Khan Gum Anya. Verse 31. La'ah. We La'ah. The Aisha Khan La Yahweh Alahayaka Kaya Call the Ibath Yahweh Ashar Shana Aishawa La Alahayaham Kaya Gum Ath Wanyaham Wa'ath Banathyaham Yashar Poa. It's like Ya Sharap wa Ya Sharap Ba'ash La Alahayaham. Verse 32. Ath Call Hadabar Ashar Anakia Mutazawa Afkam Athwa Tha Shamarwa La Aishawa La'a Tasa
Iowa.
Aliwa Aliwa
Yeah, Iowa. Iowa. Walla.
Aliwa Wala'a Sagarai Manwa
Stop it too.
kind of kind. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 1. Kaya, it's like in the Hebrew. Kaya, wa kawam, ba 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 kurabka, na na baya'a, awa, khalam, khal khalwam, wanath wanathan, ayika, af,
Okay.
it's like awa, awa, mawapath. Verse 2. Waba'a, ha awath, wa Ha Wapath, Ashar, Dabar, Ayik, La Amar, Na Laka, Akharia, Alahayim, Akharim, Ashar, La'a, Yada Itham, Wa Na Ibad, it's like it, Wa Na Ibadam, it's like it, Wa Na Ibadam, Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12,
Verse 28.
verse 28. Observe and hear all these words which I command thee, that it may go well with thee and with thy children after thee forever, when thou doest that which is good and right in the sight of the Lord thy God. Verse 29. When the Lord thy God shall cut off the nations from before thee, whither thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their land. Verse 30. Take heed to thyself, that thou be not snared by following them.
Mm.
After that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise. Verse 31. Thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy God, for every abomination to the Lord which he hateth have they done unto their gods. For even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods. Verse 32. What thing soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it.
Some heavy scriptures. Just to close out that chapter. The Most High God is telling us that, like, this heavy right here, because yeah, go ahead. The Most High God is telling us that no matter if we be in a land or we be in the land of the other nations which we went to possess, or which we, succeed within it, take heed not to be snared by following them. You know what I'm saying? To make sure, be cautious so that you don't fall into a trap by following them. You understand me? Like, this is something that we could be listening to this every day. After that they be destroyed before thee, and that thou not inquire not after their God, saying, how did these nations serve their God? Even so, we need to not stop following their examples. They're gonna be doing all kind of stuff. It's not our position to be curious about what they got going on. We got rules, we got boundaries, we got standards that we supposed to stand by. Let's stand on that. And Christ say, the Most High God said to Moses, whatsoever I tell you to do, whatsoever I command you to do, observe to do it, and don't add to it and don't take away from it. You understand me? We don't need no adds and no subtractions. That's what the Christian church be doing, and that's why the Christian church is the dog of white supremacy. That's why it's destroying so many minds of our people, because they're adding to what the Most High God wants us to do and taking away from what he wants us to do, instead of just doing what he tells us to do. You understand? We need to make sure we clear on that, so that we don't fall into these traps trying to follow them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Go to verse
13.
Yeah, 13.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, verse 2, and the sign or wonder come to pass, whereof he spake of thee, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them.
Oh yeah, we can already imagine where that's gonna go. Go ahead and read the Hebrew again. Let's get back to it. We know exactly what's gonna happen on this one.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 3. La'ah, Tashamai, Al, Dabaria, Ha Nabaya'ah, Ha Hawa'ah, Awa, Al, Chawalam, Ha Chawalam, Ha Hawa'ah, Kaya, Ma Nasa, Yahweh, Allahayakam, I've come, La Da'ith, Ha Yeshakam, Ahabium, Af, Yahweh, Allahayakam, Bakal, Lababkum, Wa Bakal, Napashkum. Verse 4. Akaria, Yahweh, Allahayakam, Tha Laka, it's like Tha Lakawa, Wa Athwa, Tha Yara'awa, Awath, Wa'ath, it's like Ma Taza Wath Yewa, Tha Shamarwa, Wa Bakwawa, Tha Shemaiwa, Wa Athwa, Tha Ibadwa, Wa Bawa, Tha Dabakwawan, it's like verse 5. Which don't even the verse that I was on. I'm at the last word of verse 4. The double Kwan and the double
The Bakwawan.
Khan. The Bakwan, the waters. Verse 5. Wa Hanab ya.
Hanabaya.
It's like Wa Hanabaya Hanabaya. Ha Hawa Hawa Shalam. Ha Shalawam. Ha Hawa Yawamat. Kaya Dabar Sarah Ayah Yahweh Allahayakam Ha Mawat Tazayah Ha Mawat Tazayah Afkum Ma Arataza Tazarayam Wa Apadka Mabayat Ibadium La Hadayah Yahat. It's like La Hadayah Yahya. It's like La Hadayaka Man Hadarak Ashar Tazawaka Yahweh Allahayaka La Lakat Ba Wa Ba'irath Hara'ai Ma Kurabka. Verse 6. Kaya Ya Sayafka Yasayaka, Akaryaka, Slaki, Akiaka, Ban, Amaka,
Mhm.
Awa, Banka, Awa, Baska, Awa, Ashaf, or is that Ashata?
Shath.
Ashaf, Hayakwa, Hayakwaka,
Kayakwaka.
Hayakoka,
Mhm.
Awa, Ra'aika,
Mhm.
Ashar, Ka Napashka, Basatar,
Basathar.
Basatar,
Mhm.
La Amar, Nalakat, Wana I Bad, Wana I Bada,
Mhm.
Alahayim, Achariam, Ashar, La'at, Yada Ith,
Mhm.
Asad, Wa Abathiaka,
Mhm.
verse 7, Ma, Ma Allah, it's like Ma Allah, Ma Alahaya,
Mhm.
Ha Imayam, Ashar, Sa Bayab, Sayakam, Ha Korabium, Ayaka,
Mhm.
Awa, Barak, Koyam, Ma Maka,
Kwatata.
Makwataza, wow, Ha Arataza, Wa Wa'ad, Kwataza, Ha Arataza, verse 8, La'ab, Sa'abat, Lawa, Wa La'ab, Tashamai, Ayawa, Wa La'ab, Sa'kawas, Ayanka,
Ayuwa.
Ayawa, Wa La'ab, Sa'kamal, Wa La'ab, Sa'kasat, Ayawa,
Mhm. Yes, man.
Verse 9, Kaya, Harag, Sa Haragnawa, Yadka, Sa Haya, Bawa, Ba Ra Ash, it's like a Ba Ra Ash Wana, Ba Ra Ash Wana, La, looks like La Ham Mayathwa, Wayad, Call, Ha'an, Ba Aharna, it's like it, Ba Akarna, no, Ba Akarna, Ba Akar, Ba Akarana,
A cardinal.
Ba Akarna, wow,
All right, English.
time. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 3. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words that of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams.
Mm-hmm.
For the Lord your God proveth you,
Mm-hmm.
to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Verse 4, ye shall walk after the Lord your God, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him and cleave unto him. Verse 5. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death, because he has spoken to you, because he has spoken to turn you away from the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way which the Lord thy God commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. Verse 6. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is in thine own soul,
which is as thy
which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers. Verse 7. Namely, of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, are or far off from thee, from the one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. Verse 8. Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shalt thine eye pity him, neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him. Verse 9. But thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people.
So it starts off by telling us that we ain't supposed to we if somebody is trying to tell us to go under the gods, we not supposed to listen to them. Don't hearken to their words. Don't give them no play. Don't give them no attention. You understand? And because the Most High God is the one that prove us, and we supposed to be loving Him with all our heart and our soul. You understand? So, like, ultimately, it boils down to you got to go ahead and kill that dude, get him, wipe him up out of there. You understand? And it's like it don't matter. It don't matter if it's your mama, your son, your daughter, your wife, or your friend, which is as of your own soul, which meaning like that's your brother, that's your brother, that's your partner. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all two peas in a pod type brothers, like ebony and ivory. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter if that's how close y'all is. If they try to secretly entice you to go into the gods, then you should not only should you kill them, but you should be the first one to do it because you closest to them. So and they tried to make you do it, so you should be the first person to bop them upside their head. That's what the scripture's saying.
If I could,
Go ahead.
You didn't get to that part yet. Well, the part where it was talking.
Which one?
Talking about it said they try to get you. Well, I guess that you did. So it's like so they trying to get you to serve another God. That sir, I was gonna say that really this when the Christian church tries to get you to worship white Jesus,
right,
which is another God. That's
right.
That they try to get you to worship as a God. You're not supposed to worship Jesus as a God. Period.
Right.
But they just looking at Jesus as a white man or Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? I just saw it's lucky. It was something I read that made me think of that. It's lucky. I lost my train of thought.
Well, don't worry about it. It'll come back to you. Let's get to verse 10. Let's try to get through these words. 10.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 10 in the Hebrew. What's a qualifying? But abunium, but it's like abunium. Wamath, kaya, bakwash, laha, lahadiakam, Lahadiaka, Ma'aya, Yahweh, Lahayaka, Ha Mawataza Tazayaaka,
pretty much.
Ma Arataza, Matazarayam, Ma Bayath, Ibadium.
Mhm.
Verse 11, will call Yasha'ala, Yashamayawa, Waya Waya Ra Waya Ra'awan, Wala'at, Yawasapwa, La Aishawat, Kadabar, Hara'an, Hazat, Ba Urabka. Verse 12, Kaya, The Shemai, Ba Akaf, I I Irayeka, Ashar, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Nathan, Laka, La Shabath, Shum, La Amar. Verse 13, Ya Taza'awa, Anashim, Banya,
Allah
Bala,
Yahaya.
Bala Ya'aya.
Ayo.
It's like Bala Ya'aya. Makurabka, Wa Yad Yakha, Wa Yad Yahwa,
Wayada Yaku.
Salakia, Wa Yad the Yahwa, At, Ya Yashabia,
Ayar.
Ayarwan,
Excuse me. Ayarum.
Salakia, Ayaram, La Amar, Na Laka, Wa Na Ibad, so Wa Na Ibada, Lahayim,
Okay.
Akharyim, Ashar, La'at, Ya the Itham. Verse 14, Wa Wadarash, Wadarashat,
With Darashah.
Wadarashat, Wa Wa Wakha Wakha
Wakakwarath.
Slakia,
Wakakwarath.
Wakha Wa Sha'alath,
Mhm.
Hayatan, Wa Hana, Amath, Nakawan, Hadabar, Na Aishat, Na Aishata,
Mhm.
Ha Thawa Iban,
That was ha that was Iba.
Ha Thawa Ha Thawa Iba, Haza'at, Hakurabka.
Bakurab.
That's like a Bakurabka.
Mhm.
Verse 15, Hakat, Sakat, Ath, Yashabia, Ha Ayara,
Ayar.
Ha Ayar, Ha Hawa'at, Lapia, Harad, Ha Haram, Atha, Wa'ath, Call, Ashar, Ba, Wa'ath, Ba Hamath, Hamatha,
Mhm.
Lapaya, Harad.
Last one.
Verse 16. Wa'ath, Call, Shalah. It's like Shah, Lala, Thaqwa, Batazah,
Aquabatiza.
Salakia, Thaqwa Batazah, All, Thawak, Ra, Chabah,
Mhm.
Washaraf, it's like Washa Rapath,
Mhm.
Ba'ash, Ak, Ha Ayar, Wa'ak, Call, Shah Lala,
Kalayla.
Khala Yala, La Yahweh, Alahayaka, Wa Hayatha, Salah, Awalam, La'ab, Sabana, I Iwa,
English.
Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13,
10.
verse 10. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he hath sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the house of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. Verse 11. And all Israel shall hear and fear, and shall do no more any such wickedness as this is among you. Verse 12. If thou shalt hear say in the one of the cities which the Lord thy God hath given thee to dwell there, saying, verse 13, certain men, the children of Belial, are gone out from among you, and have withdrawn the inhabitants of their city, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which ye have not known. Verse 14. Then shalt thou inquire and make search, and ask diligently, and behold, if it be truth, and the thing certain that such abomination is wrought among you. Verse 15. Thou shalt surely smite the inhabitants of that city with the edge of the sword, destroying it utterly, and all that is therein, and the cattle thereof, with the edge of the sword. Verse 16. And thou shalt gather all the spoil of it into the midst of the street thereof, and shall burn with fire the city, and all the spoil thereof every whit, for the Lord thy God, and it shall be an heap forever. It shall not be built again.
Like the Most High not playing. He really really about that action. You understand? Like it starts off by saying about them people that you close to, that not only should you be the first one to kill the since they brought that stuff to you to try to entice you, you should be the first person to kill them, but you should stone them with stones. You know, the alternative to stone and person with stones in this age is shooting their ass. It's like a firing squad. What you got?
If I could, I remember what I was trying to say, what I was thinking of. When I was, for some reason, when I was, what you were saying, like that's your family, that's coming trying to get you to serve these other guys. I was thinking of that episode of Good Times when his mama was saying, that's my white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course we don't want the kid to stone his mother. Like we come the scriptures say not to do that no more.
Right.
But the New Testament.
Yeah.
But if we were in the days of the Old Testament, that little boy would have to stone his mom.
Right. Now, like because the judgments of the law or like we not under the law no more. So we ain't gonna be able, we ain't doing all the judgments, but we supposed to be upholding the law, which means we're doing everything the law tells us to do, as far as all the rules that it tells us to do. But we're gonna leave the judgment up to the Most High God. So Michael wouldn't stone his mama, you know what I'm saying? But in the end, you gotta understand the spirit behind it, because Christ really taught something like that too. Who is my mother and who is my brother? You know what I'm saying? Those who serve the Most High God, those are my mother and my brother. You know what I'm saying? If you serve some other God, then you ain't even family to me. You dead to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's the spirit behind it. Like, we don't have the right to go around killing people right now, because we not in the kingdom, for one. We not under the government of Israel, under the Most High God in Christ. When Christ regains his government, then we're going to be able to do what he tells us to do based off of these rules. But until then, we got to just remember to, keep the law and keep it without putting ourselves in a bind. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't go stoning people and then now we in the jail. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't make no sense. Because how the hell we gonna, you know what I'm saying, wake up the children of Israel if we all in jail because we decided to stone this one person? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. Like the Most High God has a plan, and all we got to do is just stick to the plan. You understand? All the judgments of the laws, the Most High God is gonna be swift with his judgment real soon. So we ain't got to worry about that part. All we got to worry about is doing the things that we're supposed to do. You understand me? Doing the thing instead of, and that's what kind of jammed the Pharisees and the Sadducees up, because they were so focused on trying to be the enforcers. You know what I'm saying? They were so focused on trying to make sure that they putting hands on people that's not doing what they're trying to enforce, that they was doing the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody getting on their ass for the things they doing, because they the ones with the power. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why we, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna let the Most High God do the rest. Hold up, it was something else I want to say. And then
cattle.
Yeah. So the next thing is that if we hear of a city where this is the city where all the people who, you know what I'm saying, oh, let's go follow this God, let's go follow Thuggy, you know what I'm saying, and be Rastafari and smoke weed and do all this. Let's go follow them gods. Well, the Most High God was telling the Israelites at that time that if you find out and you investigate and you find out it's true, you know what I'm saying? He ain't just say, oh, you find out, you hear about it and you go do something. Nah, investigate it. Find out if it's true. If it's true, wipe out the whole city and everything they got. Burn everything. You don't want nothing. You don't want to have none of what they got. You know what I'm saying? And we come to see that in the well, it's in our past now, but in the future from this being written, we see a lot of people fall by doing that. You know what I'm saying? By instead of doing what the Most High God says to do and destroy these people, you're not destroying them. You taking a couple of things that, oh, hold on, wait a minute. It don't make no sense to burn that silver. What you gonna do with that burned silver? Burn every damn thing. Don't keep no garments, no nothing. Oh, they probably do got some glorious garments. They don't keep them. Burn everything. Get rid of it. That shit is cursed. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna add on to that, or I'm gonna bring that king back and how
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. Like, well, I thought we could have used this for the king. No, we not using no accursed things. That's a curse. Those are accursed things. If they worship a false god and they using those things as those are their things that they like their treasures, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like the Most High God don't want none of that. Like it's like we go to India and then we ransack the Taj Mahal or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't just go taking we not no We not no crumb snatchers. We don't go around just snatch all the gold off the walls. Be like, okay, well, yeah, we could use this gold. Nah, man, we ain't broke. Most High God to provide the gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure enough, we burned it down to a heap. You know what I'm saying? And then the Most High God beat and gave us some gold and find us a gold mine somewhere. You know what I'm saying? While we trying to worry about some gold that been sacrificed unto idols, we don't need that. We don't want it. If you taking up gold that was sacrificed or gold that was used by idolaters, then you really just picking it up where they left it off at. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like picking up a Christian cross. Oh man, you know I don't celebrate. I'm not no Christian, but you know that cross kind of clean. Like nigga, you got that cross on, and everybody look at you, they gonna still think you a Christian because you got a cross on. You understand me? You still represent the God that you was trying to wipe out of the city. Like, nah, they don't make no sense. It's like common sense ain't common, but the Bible don't give you a chance to not use common sense because it gives you the sense that you need to use. You just need to use it. The last thing is where it says, yeah, okay, so it says, and there shall be a heap forever. And they said the city, it shall be a heap forever, meaning it's gonna be a big junkyard forever. And they ain't never gonna make a city out of that junkyard again. That's the Most High God not playing. And we need to make sure that we are keeping that spirit. We not playing with the Most High God, and we not playing with the things that He's telling us to do, because ultimately we gonna end up being in part of that heap. That's why we need to make sure that we're not aligning ourselves with America and with the Democrats and the Republicans and with the NAACP and all these other different things that are American, that worship the God of America and the God of Babylon and Egypt. Right now, we don't need to align ourselves with it at all. That's why we always in the I.S.U.P.K the Command YAHANNA teaching everybody to separate from them, and not necessarily separate meaning you got to go find a empty lot of land to go live in, but you can separate from them without. Don't be like them. Don't take up the things that they take up. Don't worship the things they worship. Don't honor the things that they honor. You understand me? Make there be a clear separation between us. Like, don't nobody look at me and be like, dang man, you sure is a stalwart patriot. You sure are a great American. You know what I'm saying? They don't look at me and see that. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to make my image be the opposite of that. Even when I got on my work uniform, I still be having my Dawah in the front. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nobody to ever mistake me for being like, I ain't no spy. You know what I'm saying? I am not in disguise. I wear my light. I yield my light. I wield my light in the front, in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? So people can see my light. You know what I'm saying? People know what team I'm on. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gotta be, or else we're gonna end up in the heaps. And we're gonna be up under the heap, and nobody gonna ever come find our bones.
You know, if I can get work, I'm gonna see if I can get fringes on my work uniform.
I mean, look, okay, so you could do it, but that don't mean you gotta go get fringes on your work uniform to, like, you can still wear your light without having your fringes on, because you could, like, I got my Dawah on every day. I wear my Dawah every day, not this big one, you know what I'm saying, but I got my Dawah wear every day, and people always come up to me and ask me what that mean. So they automatically knowing that I ain't, like, I keep this chain on. Every time somebody see me, they see me with this chain on. They know that I'm not like everybody else. Even if I got my grill on and stuff, I get to talking to them. They be like, oh yeah, you talking, hold on, what's that right there? And they get to ask me questions. And I, you know what I'm saying, now it give me a chance to shine my life for real. They ate the bait. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the bait of the Lord, the bait that I'm trying to get them to they, like, we got to get people back to the culture of the Most High God and offer the culture of America, because the culture of America will put us in heat. You feel me? Like, we going to 14-2, so you probably read a couple of more than you should have on some of these witches.
I started on
Nah, you good. It's just we ended at 14-2, so we only got 5 more to go.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead. We can go ahead and get to them. Go ahead and wrap it up, because it's 3 o'clock.
Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 17. the Hebrew. Wala'a, Yad Bakwa, but Yadka, Ma Awan, Ma Awana,
Ma
Man,
awa ma.
Slaki, Ma Awama, Man, Ha
Karam.
Hacharam, La Ma'an, Yashawab, Yahweh, Makarwan, Apa, it's like Apawa, what Nathan, look up, Ra Chamayam, Wa Rahamka, Wa Harabka, Ka Ashar, Na Shabai, La Abathyaka, verse 18, Kaya, The Shemai, Balkwal, Yahweh, Lahayaka, The Shamar, At, Kal, and Tazawath Yawa, Ashar, Anakia, and Tazawaka, Hayawam, La Aishawath, Ha Yashar, Ba'ayanya, Yahweh, Lahayaka. That's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Banyam, Atham, Lo Yahweh, Alahayakam, La'a, Tha, the Gadad, the Wala'a, Tashayamu, Koraka, Bayan, Ayanyaka, Slaki, Ayanyakam, Lama, verse 2, Kaya, Ein, for the wash, Atha, Lo Yahweh, Alahayaka, Wabaka, Bakar, Yahweh, Love, Hayawa, Lawa, La'an, Sagala, Makal, Ha Imayam, Ashar, Isle Panya, Ha Adama. Stop at 3, stop at 2.
Yeah, stop it too.
Okay.
All right. For the English.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 17. And there shall cleave,
13, 16.
I'll slide you, 13, verse
Oh, wait, hold up. Nah, 13, 17. You right.
Kanawakan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 17. And there shall cleave not of the cursed thing to thine hand, that the Lord may turn from the fierceness of his anger, and shew thee mercy, and have compassion upon thee, and multiply thee, as he hath sworn unto thy fathers. Verse 18. When thou shalt hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep all his commandments, which I command thee this day, to do that which is right in the eyes of the Lord thy God.
So just basically based same thing that we were just saying. You don't even touch none of that stuff. That stuff is cursed. You understand me? Like you look at movies and they be having like cursed items and they be all dark and a little goy black smoke be all around it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like nah, but like you gotta damn near
Tainted.
yeah, you gotta damn near look at stuff that those things like that. These things that was worship that are used to worship these other idols and these things from these idolaters. You gotta look at that stuff like that, and that shit is evil. I don't want no parts of it. anything they got, I could go find me some, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord won't be fierce and angry about. You know what I'm saying? Like he said right there, he say, don't touch none of it so that you can have the Most High God ease up on his fierceness and his anger. You know what I'm saying? Then he can start blessing you again, start giving you your multiplying you again. Then the next chapter we go into is 14. He's saying, oh, you ain't read 14 yet. Go ahead, read 14 real quick.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 1. Ye are the children of the Lord your God. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead. Verse 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth.
You got to make sure you got all the precepts where it's saying you're a peculiar person, you are above all nations. Like all these precepts, you got to keep hold of them. But he's saying, don't make no baldness in between your eyes. Don't cut yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like what you got to understand, it's like them tattoos. It's basically like tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Like how when people die or you worshiping some kind of god or something like that, and they put the crosses and they put the like 21 Savage got the little knife up on it, you know what I'm saying? Like type shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that shit. Don't do that. We ain't like them. We peculiar to the Most High God. We clean. You know what I'm saying? And some of us, you know, we didn't been through it before. We didn't sin. All of us have sinned. So, you know, if you got some marks on you now, don't get no more. You a new creature. Everything the old, you still might have your flesh, but that don't mean that you have your old spirit. You feel me? Let that the lust of your flesh go, and you create new lust, clean lust. You know what I'm saying? Lust that don't dishonor the Most High God. Go ahead.
If I could, what you're saying is heavy, Adawan, because having the new spirit in the old flesh should remind you how merciful the Most High God is.
Right.
Like if you got that 21 Savage tattoo, and you look in the mirror and you a priest, and you just look at what, you know what I'm saying, you look at how far you done made it, and when you got that 21 Savage tattoo, and just know the Most High God could have took me out for the things I was doing, acting like 21 Savage.
Right. Let it be a reminder. And you know, I say old flesh, but you know, we new creatures. We knew all the way. You understand me? But those subtle reminders should keep you grounded from not only, you know what I'm saying, not only reminding you of what not to do, but showing you how far you've gone. You understand me? Like and that's something that you teach to other people. You make sure that they understand as well. You know what I'm saying? Like the sin that we've committed, we don't have to let that sin destroy us. All we got to do is just ask the Lord for forgiveness and repent for real. Like that's the real thing. That's the problem. That's the difficult thing for most people is that people can't actually repent. You don't you say you say you don't want to do that sin anymore. You want forgiveness for that sin, but then you don't sketch it out and etch it out into your brain that I cannot do this anymore. Like you don't make that permanent in your skull, in your brain, in your heart, in your soul, that you shouldn't be sinning no more. And that's like we talked teaching the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the quintessential thing when it comes to perfection. You feel me? Like, and perfection don't mean you don't make mistakes, but perfection is the perfection that God wants is if you sin, then you repent and you don't sin again. That's what will make you a perfect and upright man, because it make you a stand-up dude if you can know when you do wrong and you say, you know what, I was wrong. You hold some accountability and you had the integrity, and the integrity and the consistent integrity not to do it again. And the integrity with the Most High God, not just no worldly integrity. I'm talking about integrity with the Most High God, that I said that I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do it. That's period. Like That's the kind of spirit we're supposed to hold. That's the kind of spirit that make you perfect. That's the kind of spirit that make you peculiar above all nations on the earth. With that being said, I imagine. Oh man, let me blow the horn because you're gonna be doing about 100 every day.
YAHANNA.
YAHANNA.
I'll open it, so it might kind of be hard today. Yeah, I opened it.
Oh,
Was I ain't crazy.
All right, we're gonna salute the Torah. Yahweh Shem Shabath. Yeah.
Yahweh Shem Shabath. Yeah.
All right, Amad Yawapayah Hakwadam, Sar, which means to turn and face the east. We're gonna do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew and the English.
It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim,
Kodash.
Kodash,
Hayah.
Hayah,
Shemka.
Shemka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka,
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah,
Ratazaka.
Ratzaka,
Hayah.
Hayah,
Aisha.
Aisha,
Ba'aratza.
Ba'aratza,
Kawa.
Kawa,
Hayah.
Hayah,
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim,
Natananaw.
Natalanaw,
Lacham.
Lacham,
Call.
Call,
Yawam.
Yawam,
Wasalaknanaw.
Wasalaklanau,
Kawafnaw.
Kawafnaw,
Kasalaknaw.
Kasalaknaw,
Kawafinaw.
Kawafinaw,
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah,
Tabi'anawa.
Tabi'anawa,
Banasai one.
Wanasai one,
Abal.
Abal,
Hawashaynaw.
Awashaynaw,
Mayan.
Mayan,
Right.
Rai,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Laka.
Laka,
Hamalakwa.
Amalakwa,
Wahala.
Wahala,
Wahata Para.
Wahata Para,
Lawalamium.
Awalamim,
Aman.
Aman, in the English, our Father,
Our Father.
which art in heaven,
Which art in heaven.
hallowed be thy name,
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come.
thy will be done,
Thy will be done.
in earth,
In earth.
as it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day.
our daily bread,
Our daily
and
bread.
forgive us our debts,
Forgive us our debts.
as we forgive our
As
debtors,
we forgive our debtors.
and lead us not into temptation,
Lead us not into temptation.
but deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom,
thine is the kingdom.
and the power, and the glory,
And the power and the glory.
forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Saw, face forward. All right, we're gonna do one curse and salute to the men of Israel. Amayim Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shem Shabarakatah, Yahim Saw, face the sisters. We'll do one curse salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Taba Shem Yahushai. Yad Yamatah, dismiss. The water for coming out, man. Y'all just lock in with us. Next week, we're going to be starting at Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 3. Shalom.